Good day, YouTube. I'm sweating my balls off down here. Like, I'm in the basement, I'm sweating my balls off. I went upstairs to take a shit, and my wife cranked up the heat. I thought I was gonna die, and I thought I was in a sauna, because the furnace, it hits the bathroom first. So, listen. You can hear the furnace. It's a 6-month-old furnace. 6 months old. It's brand spanking new. It should be quiet as shit. She must have it at like 28 degrees for it to be that loud. My God. Anyway, I'm drinking a beer because I need something in me. I'm gonna drink some Boreale Blonde. Boreale Blonde is 4.5% alcohol. It's brewed in Quebec. It's the all-natural Boreale all malt ales. I like a good blonde. Got out my a Flegum goblet because hey, it's a blonde. It deserves to look fancy. I love the polar bear on this. If any of you collect caps, it's a polar bear on the cap. It says, well, it's different colored for each different type of beer, so if you're really into collecting caps, then you need to buy each one of the different beers to get the different colored Boreale. I'm a weirdo like that. I mean, I'll be putting that on the fridge, and it'll go with some of the other caps that I've been, there we go. Anyway. So, it had a little bit of a thicker head when it first poured. Not too bad. It went away pretty quickly. Slightly hazy. I mean, it's not completely see-through, but like back here, I can't see my hand, and here I can. So, anyway, blondish color. God, it's hot. Sweet malt, grainy malt, touch of banana, touch of pear, and a little hint of yeast coming through. Hops kind of smell floral. Let's give her a shot. Let's see what we got. This is the third of 5 Boreale products that Boychuk and James brought back for us. Truthfully, of the 3 I've had thus far, this is probably my least favorite. It is a velvety smooth beer. It does drink very well. Mouthfeel is great. The carbonation just rides along your tongue. It doesn't attack any one spot, it just glides. The malt, again, sweet, slight touch of caramel. Do get a bit of pear note in there. It's got the greeniness. It has a slight cut grass taste to it. The yeast is there. The yeast is mixing with the hops. You get a bitter hoppiness that emanates up from about your Adam's apple back up, mixed with the yeast to give it a more dirty hop feel. What I mean by that is it actually kind of has a texture to it, not taste-wise. Taste-wise, it's velvety smooth. It's about medium-bodied. The carbonation just glides across your tongue. It doesn't attack any part. Touches your tongue, it glides down. It's super easy drinking. Very sweet, very grainy taste. A little bit of cut grass, a tiny touch of peach, a tiny touch of pear, and a little bit of caramel coming off on the taste. About the middle of your tongue, you start getting the yeast. You can taste the yeastiness. It's like a biscuity yeastiness. Leaves kind of a dry feeling in your mouth afterwards. You swallow it, and from about your Adam's apple back up, you kind of get a hoppy emanation coming back. That mixes with the yeast to make it a little more bitter than it probably would have been. But you know what? It's weird. I'd say it's a hybrid blonde. It actually tastes a lot like a domestic craft blonde, and I say domestic not meaning macro brands. I know that that's what most companies consider domestic now. But when I'm saying domestic, I mean Canadian-made blonde mixed with a Belgian-made blonde. It's like a half between the two. It actually drinks really well. Again, it's probably my least favorite of the three that I've had thus far, but it's still a solid brew. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's really worth a drink. If you've never had it before, it's worth a try. If you have had it before, I'm sure some of you like it, some of you don't. I actually do like it. I would drink it again. I could see myself session this. Unlike a lot of the blonde ales that I've had that are just really strong with the yeast, this is about mid-range with the yeast, so I mean, it's easier drinking. And I love that texture. I love how you feel the carbonation hit the front of your tongue and then it just slides. That burp smells like rotting chicken. The furnace is still going. And I love lacing. Boreale blonde. Thank you. Bye.